All right, guys. SimFBallCritic here, along with Smitty, and we're gonna give you a little bit of information as far as Madden, our impressions. Basically, and you gotta forgive us, we're extremely tired, man. The 3-hour difference is killing us.
Yeah.
And we're tired, so we might miss some stuff, but we basically just wanted to share with you how we felt. And over the course of the days while we're here, we're trying to get some more questions answered. We really couldn't talk to Rex like that today. We talked to him, but with so much going on, so many people in and out, we didn't really have a chance to just pull him to the side. But we'll make sure we get the questions answered. I guess I'll start. The game, man, listen, we've been asking for defense. We got defense. What I mean by that is the zone. Everything that you see in that write-up, those articles, is legit. All of that stuff is in the game. Improved zone play, the defensive mechanics, at times the momentum seems like it's better, but I will say this, it's not, it's still some cases where you kind of look at the play and you kind of like, okay. And I understand the build that we're playing now, I know it's not the final, it's still room for tuning, but it's, you're still going to see a few physics moments that might make you question it a little bit, but not nearly as much as what you used to see. Locomotion is a whole lot better. The QB inaccuracies, that is 100% real. So let me just say that, man. There's no need for me to go through each list and laundry list. Everything that was promoted in the articles on EA Sports is in the game. It works. It's efficient at this point at least 75% of the time. And now, maybe it's more than that, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I think as far as a percentage. At a high percentage, it seems to be working fine. Everybody there seemed to be enjoying the game. We bumped into Regular Dave. We bumped into, iPod King Carter. Shout outs to those guys.
Smalls,
QJB,
Q.
Smalls, Q,
Anto.
Anto. A lot of people like that. And just a lot of other people in the industry that we ran into that was there. Hip-hop gamer. So, all in all, the game is exactly what we said. They're building that foundation. Is it perfect? No, not by a long shot. And the reason why I say that is because it's still missing aspects. DB and wideout interactions the way we want them, it's not there yet. But it's coming. It's coming. That's been reaffirmed to us. And I think it's fair that we can say that to you guys. Like I said, we're not going to give you a date or commit to which title it comes in. It is coming. I actually stood right beside Cam Webber today, talked to him about it, talked to Rex about it, talked to all the people that really matters, and they're all in agreement with that. Like, Cam Webber is really campaigning the DB and wideout interaction, so, you can take that for however you want to take it. But I think when you play the game, you're going to find out that the game is a solid game as far as defense and offense is pretty balanced. Again, it's not perfect. It is not perfect in terms of gameplay because there are aspects that us all in the sim community still want that are not currently in this game. But if you've been following Madden and you believe that they're trying to change, they're trying to go into that direction, this game will give you the proof on that. And I'll let Smitty take it from there.
Yeah. And pretty much like what Sim is saying, the gameplay is on par. Actually, it's better than when I had played it back in February. So, I played an earlier build of the game at that point in time, and that version at that point in time was way better than Madden 25. Now, playing this, the defense is, it's legit. I didn't see not one game in there today where the score was more than, well, except for one instance, where the score was higher than 20 points. Everybody's games were extremely tight. And, you had a lot of people going into the half 0-0 or up 3-0. Regular Dave had a game playing against Smalls. He was up like 3-10. But the key thing was defense was the reason. And the legitimate defense. Like I said before, and this is why I say, a lot of people that watch videos and thumb up and say, oh, the defense needs to be so tight. Okay, it's tight now. So if you don't, I don't want to see anybody coming out here screaming out patch and everything when it comes to the release. Because if I'm seeing that from people in this community that swore up and down they need to be there because they said 2K5 and APF had it. And let me just make it clear now. The way that they play the ball here, way better than APF. Way better than 2K5. I'm sorry. Like, this would shut the door on that. So, the key thing we're talking about here is gameplay. And, like I said, I like from what I've seen so far at this point. I definitely can't wait till August for the game to drop because I can't go back and play Madden 25. Like, this secondary play is real. Like, and and don't get me wrong, you can play offense, so don't think that you're just going to be overpowered. It's just that it's more like that defense because you had 2 years of offense. Now you got this big shift with defense. This big addition. Right. Like I said before, Madden 03, 04, 05. It's that kind of transitional shift, that kind of progressive build. So it's real. I'm telling you. So anything else you want to add?
Yeah, man. I mean, and don't listen. I know it's people who watching this video and they saying, "See, I told you. See, they they're doing their pom poms." Listen, we are not saying the game is perfect. Right. I've been said that flaws. We will be showing those and all of that. But y'all have to remember, this is at E3. People don't get a lot of time. Even at events, we don't have a lot of time. So there's stuff that we're going to notice once the game is released that, you know, that might still be in Madden 25. Like little nuanced stuff. Like for NBA 2K, you know, you see morphing. You've seen that for the last several years. So little stuff like that, it's hard for us to say what's still there and what's not because obviously just naturally you have the hype of playing a new game and you see the new stuff happening to where you might not see all of the little, you know, under stuff that might be there. So by no means is this game perfect. And like I said, I'm saying that on a scale of stuff is missing. DB and wideout interactions is not there. Player likeness as far as signature animations and all that is not in the game yet. Like I said on the show, all of these things are coming. They're all on the table. It's on the to-do list. The way you need to look at Madden, I'm not saying that you need to be satisfied or anything like that, but when you see this game, you need to understand the direction that they're going, and you should be able to believe that. And when I said people there today were happy, you know, and having a good time with it, because I think everybody who was there, whether it was people like us, in the community or just other people, they understand where Madden is at. And they understand that it has to take this progression and go up. It can't go back down. I'm sorry, my hand is not in the camera, but it can't go back down. It has to continue to go up. That's what it's doing. Exactly. It's not there yet. It's not all the way there yet. FIFA, NHL, bananas. That's a whole different video. Maybe we'll bring another one to you, but those games they're just good, man. Madden is trying to get that. So for any of you guys that don't understand our plight or what we're striving to do, we're making sure Madden gets that cohesive base. Then we can start adding those elements that we need. And the thing is, the devs are on board. They want those things. They're already on the docket. But if you can't take Madden for that, then, you know, maybe you won't like it. I don't know. That's up to you. But for people who think that this is going to be the end-all, be-all, greatest football game ever, no, it's not going to be. But I honestly think you guys, and I'll give a shout-out to people like Virtual and BB. Yeah. And my man Kid. You guys, NY Kia, you guys are going to say, okay, Madden is trying to make some noise. Y'all will definitely appreciate the game. I can almost put my word on that. Y'all will appreciate the game. You will take it for what it is, and you will see that they are for real. They will be able to contend with whoever else. Like Azure said, 2 years from now, yeah, okay. Madden's going to be serious. But anyway, we haven't heard anything yet about 2K. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. I've been asking people. I'm going to try to ask Ronnie 2K tomorrow. We saw him today, but we couldn't really get to him. But I don't know, man. I will say this, though. We even talked to Vic Lugo today. You know, y'all know he used to work for EA, and it's a lot of rumors going on. It's stuff that he heard about, and you got to think he's in the industry. and other people alike, hip hop game and all these other people are hearing all these rumors. Something is going on. I think we can say that something is going on. Whether 2K will show it, who knows?
Right.
The bad news is if they don't announce anything at E3, whatever they're doing it probably won't be until at the earliest next year or the year after. So that's the sad thing. But
yeah, and also remember from what Hip Hop Gamer Show said, the main thing I stuck with was from that video he made back then was he said fiscal year 2015. So fiscal year, it's not that time yet. That's not till after the next Super Bowl, pretty much. So we're not gonna really know until probably next E3 if 2K is gonna make a game or not, because it would be, seeing the layout of everything, it would be kind of backwards to see them all of a sudden just come out of nowhere and say, "Hey guys, look, we got 2K football coming." Like that wouldn't make sense. It would have made more sense if they did it. Either they had their own showcase, or on the first day, or they would have shown up in one of either Sony or Microsoft's showcase. So more than likely, there's no game. So
more than likely. And remember, man, that's why I kept telling y'all, rumor. And it's been rumored by so many people that it was being announced this year. So I'm not the only one who said it. And hey, some people are saying, well, he said it just to stir up for what? What was the point? Because now if it doesn't happen, then you only look dumb. Like if I did that purposely, what was the point? So for anybody who's saying that, okay, really tell me what's the benefit?
Yeah.
What's the point? Y'all know that's not me. So,
right.
But anyway, we'll look through some of these questions. Like I said, we didn't really talk direct about these things because there was so much going on, but we'll find out. Some of these Smitty and I can already answer. Has the challenge play system been worked on at all? From what I've seen, I didn't see it today, but what I've seen at prior events, it seems the same. I don't know if the logic is better, but it seems the same. It's not any different. Let's see, LT Magic. Were there any noticeable changes to the passing game? Do QBs feel different?
Yes.
Yeah.
They definitely feel different.
With the inaccuracies, try playing with Geno Smith. Exactly what Cam Weber said. Play with him and then play with Tom Brady or play with Peyton Manning. The QB inaccuracies is real. Like if your guy, those 3 ratings, if they're short and medium and long, or deep or whatever, makes a big difference. And, I don't know if they really advertised it, but the quarterbacks have, I think they did advertise it in the articles, but they have AI, real AI.
Yep.
They play very smart. I've seen Russell Wilson plenty of times go to take off, back up, look around, see what he has. At the last minute, he would take off, just like he does. Where I saw guys playing with Kaepernick, and he took off a little faster than Russell would. In other situations, I saw quarterbacks like scanning the field, and then nobody's there, and you physically see them look to the guy to dump it off, and they dumping it off to the flat. It's like they're checked down, and it's hard, man. The game is not easy. I guarantee you guys, you play it on All Pro, right out the gate, no slider adjustments. The computer might give you the business. You might lose that game, or it's going to be very close.
Yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of check downs, so that's definitely for certain. Like I was playing a game with Sim. And I couldn't really go long on a lot of passes because it was just the defense is that tight. Like
tight windows.
They attack the ball. For real. And you're even seeing attempts from the DBs. Like you'll see them jump up, even at the ball, even if they can't touch the ball, they'll still jump up. Like you see that in the NFL because nobody plays perfect in football. You see guys do things. They'll flail on the field. Mm-hmm. You see it happen here. This is the kind of stuff that we wanted to see. So now we're getting it, and like I said, I don't want to hear nobody talking about take it out or the defense is overpowered. I can't do it. No, you need to learn how to play football then. Learn how to play, and guess what? You got the skill trainer that's going to be able to help you. So learn or play on rookie or pro, pretty much. That's it. So I ain't hearing any of that.
And we pretty much just answered your question. Signature_flow. You were asking, has the defensive AI gotten smarter in the past since?
Yeah.
Pass defense. Like, do they jump routes if you're repeating the same play? They do, man. What I noticed right away, I noticed this when I played it early in the year, but definitely now. What they do is, remember, guys, when I used to make videos saying, why isn't this guy anticipating the play? Why is he just standing there? You see DBs a lot start to anticipate where the ball is going, or they jump the route that they think is being thrown. What we still have to wait to see is how consistent it is. You know, we have to just, you know, we all say that in the community. It's about consistency. Once the game come out and we all have time to sit back on our couch and play it overnight and all of that for hours, then we'll see how often do guys stay flat-footed, if any, you know, how well are they playing the route. If it's a guy with great ratings, is he playing up to his potential? Like Richard Sherman, play with him if you want to. Another thing I'll say real quick while we're on that, you know, like in Madden 25, where if you're in man and you run a curl, it seems like the defender always runs 5 yards. That don't happen.
Yeah, no.
Some corners will, as soon as they see you turn, they'll plant, boom, get right back in front of it, 6.
Yeah, I tested him today with that. You know what I'm saying? Ike Taylor, he nearly got me.
Yep.
He had the pick, he just dropped it. But they break on the ball.
They get it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to see a lot of guys go for swats now, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely more swats.
But when the ball is in the right spot and it's on the money, they will go for the pick unless you user control. But they will go for the swat. They will go for the pick. There's a lot of logical defensive play going on now, especially in that linebacker and secondary core. Like, and I'm loving it. And I'm playing with the Lions. I know my secondary ain't tight at all. And I'm seeing them bat balls down and get picks and stuff. Hey, if I'm doing it with them, I can only imagine what's happening with other teams. So, you know, that goes to show you. And I've seen people using the likes of Richard Sherman and others, you know, other teams with more solidified secondaries. And the play is legit. Like,
good,
they are making logical plays, logical reads. You're seeing top-tier defenders get involved in other areas of the field as well when it comes to making plays on that ball. Right. Or making an open field tackle, and you could tell that they have that heightened awareness, and they're going to make those plays accordingly. So it's everything you see in them articles that they broke down.
It's in the game.
Gameplay, it's there.
It's there.
It is there.
The trenches,
man.
The trenches. Listen, man,
it's there.
Those mechanics, and this is the stuff. And we don't even know how much time we got here. I mean, we're trying to treat this like a show, so this might be kind of a long video. But the trenches, those mechanics, with being able to decide, you know, without having to rely really on that stick. If you press A, it's going to be a swim move. If you press X, it will be a power move. Another thing that they didn't tell you is it all depends on what your guy is good at. If he's good at finesse moves, he's going to have a better chance at pulling those off. If he's not, it's not going to be as successful. Elite players, at the moment, seem to feel elite. You know, if you have a guy using the matchup stick, or if you just know the other guy's ratings, those guys are able to get pressure and, you know, get to the quarterback much easier than others. You know, just using my own team. You know, everybody knows the Steelers currently, they don't have a real pass rush from the edge, you know, as far as the ends. You know, our pressure comes from linebackers. So I was using Cam Hayward. I didn't use Stephon Tuitt that much. And most of the rookies, I'll say at least the first round,
the first round's in there.
We're able to see those guys. Stephon Tuitt was a second rounder. Dree Archer was a third rounder, and he's in there. So I think they did. Some teams may have gone through the third round. But anyway, I didn't play with Tuitt because I wanted to see how Cam Hayward would do, knowing that he's not a great pass rusher. Wasn't able to get a lot of pressure. When I use somebody else, like I'll bring Jarvis Jones in the nickel, was getting a lot more pressure. So it's like you can, the ratings seem to matter. What we don't know though is how, if we're still able to do the small fry. Example like Smitty's done numerous times where you put a 150-pound lineman against, you know, Ndamukong Suh, and we don't know.
We're not going to be able to test that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff we can't.
And just to let me know, I know people may ask CFM questions. We're not going to be able to address any of that.
Can't talk about that yet.
Yeah, people are just playing the game straight up, just play now. So we won't be able to get any of that detail. Plus, Josh Lumen's not here to even try and field any of that, so we can't. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really go into on that at this point. So
game looks good.
Yeah,
it looks like what's advertised, so you don't have to worry about that speculation. It's been, I saw it looking like that before, so it's gonna look the way you expect it. At E3, we only have, I believe, it's only six stadiums that they'll, because a lot of people are playing in San Francisco. I see.
Oh yeah.
And all the teams, I believe, are there.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't have the ability to change the weather, so I know a lot of you guys were asking how the weather affects. When I was at the events, I didn't really play in weather as well because, again, you get caught up with being there and looking for bugs and stuff like that. I know I actually did play in the rain one time, and you were seeing slips, but I can't really say I saw anything outside of what we've seen in the past. So that's still, to be determined. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, guys, but we're just trying to give you something quick as far as...
as quick as we can. I know the video's going for a bit, but it's a lot of detail in here. Like, a lot of detail in the game.
Like, what other stuff I'm thinking that people need to know? Like...
the halftime show.
Oh, yeah.
And the pregame.
Somebody, I think, what's his name?
Legit.
Quincy, I think you asked. About halftime show. One of you guys. The halftime show, the way it is basically set up is kind of think about NBA 2K, where they give you the plays and, the player, they'll say, this guy's on fire and da-da-da-da-da. What Madden does different, in my opinion, quote fingers, let me get you those quote fingers, is, in a sense, it's better because Larry Ridley, his commentary is based on exactly what happened.
Right.
It's not random and saying, oh, Drew Brees is on fire. No. He'll do stuff like, the Pittsburgh Steelers are up by 3, and this play here, when they caused the fumble, was what caused it. They didn't get the touchdown, but this turnover allowed them to get in position to make the field goal.
Yeah. Then they'll show the play.
They'll show the play. They show all the important plays. Like me and Smitty just played a game before we left. He won. He was 17-14. Neither one of us had a whole lot of offense.
Yeah.
Palomalu got a pick 6.
Yeah.
So they showed those things.
Yeah.
Pre-game, they do either quarterback matchups or
a spotlight key player on each team,
or sometimes they'll do like a running back spotlight, like they might say Adrian Peterson is going against Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
And they'll put their statistics and stuff up there, and then Larry will say whatever he's saying, and then it rolls into the game.
Yeah.
People were asking about the coin toss. There is no manual coin toss. No longer do you select kick or receive and the guys come out and hug. There's none of that. Basically, on that screen, I'm not really sure what it's called, but the pre-play screen where you can pick your uniform on your advanced settings. You go into the advanced settings and you choose whether you prefer to kick or receive. Your second choice can be with win or against win.
Yeah.
Whatever you select there will be what will happen if you win the toss. So basically, the only thing that's missing is you don't see the coin toss. That's it.
Pretty much.
Other than that, there is a coin toss. You select what you want your preference to be every time you win, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up, guys, because I know we're rambling and I know I'm missing a lot. Like I said, we'll try to get more questions. We're not going to do an interview with Rex. Shop did an interview today with Sean Grady. Billy Brewer, I'm not sure what he goes by in the community, but he's one of the co-founders or maybe even be the owner of a virtual sports network.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic interview with Rex. It's 40-something minutes long.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like it's a lot already out there.
The write-ups and everything else, like the EA information, plus the written interviews that are out there.
Right.
The audio and all that. That is more than enough information because it's redundant at this point.
Yeah, there's no point for us putting that up.
So, now we will be getting you guys gameplay tomorrow.
Supposedly.
Yeah, right.
We'll see.
Because we had to. depending upon how the rules and regulations and everything go and everything, we should have some footage for you guys tomorrow. So we'll see. We gonna try our best to work it out.
You might see something tonight because there was a situation where there was some footage happening, and me being who I am, I kind of talked to the guy and got his card, and he said this is where the videos would be. It's our game,
right? Yeah.
So if it's on YouTube, better believe I'm gonna rip that so you guys can see it. But supposedly there's a loophole, and we can't get into why.
Right.
Some of you guys can kind of use your own mind. I know I saw tweets, people saying they're scared to show it. It's not even like that. It's beyond what you guys could even think what the issue is, because we couldn't record NHL, FIFA. I don't think.
Well, I don't know if we could.
FIFA was sketchy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other games like The Witcher.
Well, yeah, those games you couldn't even
can't record.
Can't record any of those.
Division, we're not going to be able to record that when we see that tomorrow. So it's not just Madden.
We're going to record some other games, though, too. I mean, there's Dying Light, so we'll be able to get that. I don't know if we'll be able to get Destiny or not. Like, we'll get other games, too. So we have some plans to hit other areas as well. But the mainstay will be Madden. But we won't be able to say, hey, guys, what matchups do you want to see? It'll be solely based off of, like, whoever's playing. And we'll be filming.
Or if one of us is playing a CPU.
Yeah.
Actually, today it was funny. Y'all might catch it. If you see Shop's video with Sean Grady, if you see any gameplay on a big screen back there, that's me playing a CPU. Like, I was put on the spot. It was a screen there that's basically there for display, so like when these guys in suits are coming in asking people from different websites, that was really the screen where they demoed the game. So that was single player. So unless we're playing single player like myself or Smitty and we're recording over each other's shoulder or whatever, then we might be able to say, all right, I'm playing this team against that team. Other than that, it's so crazy in there, and it's not like days of old where like Madden and Shop used to just post up the camera and they just man a station. We're just going to record whoever's playing and whatever matchup, I'll probably shoot for maybe 5 to 10 minute, probably 5-minute videos.
So we can get some different games at least,
right.
A few minutes here, a few minutes there. So you'll see different matchups. You'll see the defense because everybody got to see what that defense is like. So you'll definitely get to see how that plays out. So
we'll see, man. And that's as of right now. As we've been able to learn these last couple of days, things change at E3 just like that. So as of now, it's very possible we'll be able to bring you some footage, and we'll see. But before we sign out, let me just say this again, because I know there's people listening right now, and they're thinking whatever they want to think about us. But the game does not have everything that we want. The biggest two things that currently are not there is player likeness as far as signature animations. I don't know, man. I'm going to look some more tomorrow because Shop was playing with RG3, and the way he rolled out, it was RG3. The way he high and his little choppy, like, it was RG3.
It was little traces are in there.
So we'll look for that, but for the most part, every running back juke's the same. It's still the same stuff. But so that's not really there the way we want it. DB and wideout interactions is not there as of yet the way we want it. We're talking about fighting for the ball in the air, pushing before you get downfield. None of that is quite there, but we've been advised that is coming. That is coming, so just kind of be patient on that. And last but not least, we really hope 2K shows something. Yeah. Even though Madden is improving, let us say that. Look, here you go. Wearing an EA Sports hat, as an EA Sports game changer, let me be the first to say, we want competition. We want 4 to 5 football games. We all win.
We've been saying that for years, man.
We all win.
Been saying it for years.
EA doesn't pay my salary.
Right.
We'd have no ties to them as far as we can't say this, we can't say that. Contrary to some people's belief, we want competition.
We do.
We want it. We need it. Gotta have it because it makes Madden a great game, makes 2K a great game, makes Sony a great game, and then we all can play whichever game we prefer.
Yeah.
So, last but not least, not perfect. If you understand that Madden is changing and going in a new direction, you will very much appreciate this game. If it's not for you yet, don't buy it. Simple as that. Just don't play it.
And the last thing I'll say is, all these things that are happening, these changes, people may say that they're all small, but you got to remember, we demanded for small change. We made big fuss for small change. And these moves, as far as DBs and D linemen and all this stuff, we can say, oh, they're so little. Oh, they're not big. They're all subtle and everything else. Well, when it wasn't there, we were all saying it needed to be there. Yeah. We were showing APF. We were showing Backbreaker. We were showing 2K5. We were showing Madden on PS2 and saying, well, all these games had these things in it. How come it's not there now? It's in there. They're getting it, or they're getting it there. And you got to understand what you demanded for. So we made a huge fuss for small change. So when it happened, like I said, I'll say again, when it does happen, don't be mad saying, oh, they're just taking baby steps. That's what you wanted. You wanted baby steps. Man. So you're getting it now. So if you don't like the game, leave the game on the shelf and play whatever game it is that pleases you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But
pretty much
all we can do is just give you awareness from our experience, from what the community wanted to happen. They wanted us to get in there and get in EA's grill, and we had the opportunity to do it. We're doing it.
We did it.
And
Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you do it?
Right.
That's my question to you. Would you go to EA Sports if they told you, come give us, some information, come help us out, you give good feedback? Why wouldn't you do it? Right. That part I've never understood. But anyway, that's done. I'm never addressing those issues. No, that's over with. Yeah, but y'all are gonna see, man. I'm a football fan. I just want a football game. Madden is the only game. We're gonna help them get where they need to be. When 2K comes back, we're gonna help them get what they need to be.
Right.
Anybody else, we're gonna be playing their games, and if it's better than Madden, we'll be playing that game more than Madden. That's just how it goes. But
and I'm sorry, this is a community thing right here. There are people, even though a lot of people didn't send us feedback, there are guys that did send us feedback. The information, we can sit here and say, well, the devs know what to do. We ain't got to tell them nothing. We can say that about every company, every business worldwide. That's nothing. Look, we want change to happen. We got to step forward as a community and say, hey, we want this, that, and the third to happen in the game. If we come through with a voice we speak up and push it through, utilize the avenues that we're able to push through and say, yo, put this in the game. Make this thing happen. Like, can y'all do this? Come with solutions. Don't just come with problems and say, oh, this is messed up. Oh, this is jacked up. Come with a solution to it. You know what I'm saying? And then press it through to the right people. They will listen when you bring legitimate points to the table. Mm-hmm. And we've been saying that for years yet again. So that's it, man. And everything's coming to pass that we've been saying. It's happening.
It's man, listen.
It's there. Like,
one of the devs, I'm not even going to say his name, but not 2 hours ago, he's standing beside us. We telling him how we feel about the progress of the game. And he said verbatim, hey guys, your feedback is what helped shape this game.
Yep.
Now, for you guys who followed us from day one, I'm gonna say shout out Game Fanatic. Tick made a video a long time ago showing you the stuff that we asked for, and now it's in Madden. You're going to see the same thing. How long have we been talking about defense? Yeah. How long have we been talking about some form of a reach tackle? All of these things, it's in the game. I'm just saying.
I made a video on Sim Standard about Namdi Awesome while breaking on the ball and everything and playing it accordingly, seeing the receiver, breaking on the route, slapping the ball down and everything. I mean, it's in Madden now, and I'm just saying. Now, I'm not taking that saying, oh, it's all me.
No, it ain't all us.
People have made the videos, and people have made the posts on the IGNs and the Game Facts and all other sites. But what I'm saying is that these were points of emphasis that we were saying, yo, EA, y'all need to do this. We have the people are there that are doing it.
They're doing it.
It's there, and I mean, you're going to see. Hopefully, you're going to see. Like, hopefully we get to show you early, on tomorrow when we get to get some footage and upload it for you guys. But otherwise, we'll get, like I said, we'll do what we can to provide whatever footage we can. Mm-hmm. Hopefully nobody, stops us from doing it, but we're going to get it to you. We're going to get it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I believe we will. And just see for yourself. I mean, the quality don't mind the graphics.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just nix that. Just look and see take the value from what's happening on the field. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's it. So.
And I know guys have Living World questions, and I'm trying to find it now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and it's what I told you before about the NDA in my video, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. But the way it works is certain things that we can't talk about until they allow us to. So just because you see something and you say, hey, I noticed such and such and such, is that still, if that's an area that they don't want me to touch, I can't. Like CFM. I want to say that Living Worlds might be in that mix as well. I can't remember. I will find that out for you tomorrow. And if we are able to discuss Living Worlds, then I will bring that to you tomorrow, whether it be video or tweet or whatever. Definitely will get you that information, but I have to make sure that's something that I can go into. But mainly, you know, what was told is we could discuss gameplay. And you know, since we're able to see the game, I think all that stuff is up now. But I just had to make sure. But I'm pretty sure it is.
I'll just make sure it's okay as far as
I'll make sure. But
we'll double check. But gameplay though, everything's a go there. So
gameplay's good, man. You know, doesn't have everything, but I believe that you guys will be able to appreciate gameplay. I honestly believe that. So that's gonna do it, man. You know, just. I say quick video. Oh, well, it's only 36 minutes and something. But all right, man. You know, stay tuned. We hopefully will bring that footage to you tomorrow, and that's about it. We'll try to get some more of the questions answered. But you got anything else?
No, I'm gonna take my tail to sleep. I know I look tired and everything. I know people already gonna say that in the video, yawning and carrying on in my eyes. Look, I'm tired.
It's real.
This time zone thing got me all jacked up.
It's real, because my body's still on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, right now it's 8:23, where it normally would be 11:23, which still kind of early. I probably wouldn't be in the bed, but you got to think the day we had. Like I had to catch the flight at 8:45. Get here, it's 11:07. Got to spend that whole day. Then, you know, when you're ready to go to sleep, your normal body is 3 hours earlier, and it's just been that cycle the whole time. We trying to sleep. We wake up this morning. You look at the clock. It's like 4 o'clock. Your body's saying it's 7 o'clock. Exactly. So you up. But it's 4 o'clock, and you ain't got to be nowhere until 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
This morning I couldn't even go back to sleep. So it's crazy. But anyway. We're going to go ahead and sign off, man. And sorry for it being so long, but hey, if it was a show, it would have been an hour. Yeah. Or two. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's about it. Yep. We'll be back at y'all tomorrow. Peace.